If you guys been scrolling on the music production side of TikTok, you probably came across this video. Believe it or not, that video actually is made by me. So this is our tutorial of how I made sounds like that with using the Amen Break. So just for you guys who haven't seen the video, this is what it sounds like right now. For those of you guys who don't know what the Amen Break is or why it's called Amen Break or whatever like that, it actually came from this song called Amen Brother by the Winstons, which is a song that was released back in 1969.
Nice.
And I'm going to play you guys a little bit of the sample here. I actually pitched it down a little bit so I don't get that YouTube copyright. So this is what it kind of sounds like in the beginning. So it features a very, very famous drum solo that is featured right over here. Now this segment over here has been one of the most sampled ones in history from jungle, dubstep, even hip hop as well. So this shows how diverse this drum sample is. Now the video that I did didn't come exactly from that song, but it was a version of the Amen Break, which sounds like this. And that sound's actually available to download. I'll leave a link in the description below, but here is just a compilation of different Amen Breaks. Now, you might be asking how I got it onto the piano roll, since there's not really anything I can do like this. I actually use a plugin called SliceX that is native to FL Studio. So all you have to do is take your drum sample, which is this one here, and just drag it right in here, and it'll actually do this for you right here. And as you can see, it actually made a pattern right for me right here. It's not really quite quantized, so what I'll do is just delete everything here and kind of draw my own. So I have the tempo at 175, the original sample is at 165. So it sounds like something like that. You can play around with this. You can have the sounds like randomly like that. So you can play around with how this sounds, how the drum sounds as the drums would sound like. Now you're probably asking yourself, how did I make the bass sound over here? As you can see, I actually like spammed these notes over here, and this is how it's actually made by this one kick drum over here that is played really, really fast. But when you put it together like this, let's try and make it perfect. So let's try and match this part. Not quite fast enough. Let's try and make it even faster. So we try and make it, quantize it there. As you can see, this does play a note. But how do you change the note? So how I originally thought how to change a note was, I thought you had to go to the note fine pitch and then just kind of do that. But that doesn't really do anything, as it just kind of changes the timbre or the vocal element of the sound. So it doesn't really change the pitch. Even if I put it lower like this, it's still the same key. So how do you do it? It's actually simple physics. In the study of waveforms in sound and everything, it's actually in frequency. So over here, if I just did the original note that we did right here, and I can grab our trusty tuner and just loop it like that. As you can see, it does change the note. But if I, for example, if I just do this, and then if I made it shorter, that's how the note changes, because it's played in more frequencies per second. or more times per second. That's what frequency basically is. So the smaller I do, the higher pitch it goes in and the slower I do, the lower pitch it goes. Kind of get the idea. So what I do, it's essentially a real pain to do, because there's lots of trial and error. So what you have to do is really rely on this method and with the tuner just to play it through the notes. So I really recommend you guys draw your notes first, something like this. I made this small snippet in Serum. Sounds familiar, right? That's actually the same melody that I used to write on this aim and break trend attempt, just to make it easier, so I don't have to actually like do real more trial and error on this drum pattern here. It does really help me a lot, and then I recommend if you guys would do something like this as well, or even like separate. I think I had something like this over here. Something for you guys to reference as you're writing the song. So we can write some short samples over here. Oops. Once you have that down, very important hotkey, Control B, and that's how you create notes. And it doesn't have, you don't have to use these. You can use one of them. I use this. I will say it does work better on some notes than others. Like for example, if you're putting on a snare, it won't sound as good as bass. Like it won't sound as good in my opinion, in my personal opinion, it won't sound as good on this note compared to here. And all you really have to do if you want to do some mixing is in note velocity, just this essentially changes the volume so everything is leveled. You won't have stuff that are louder than others and unnecessarily quiet or whatever like that. One more thing I forgot to add, if you're tuning, it won't necessarily be perfectly in tune. That's okay, because this is more of a concept rather than if you want like truly in tune. You just want to try to get in tune as possible. So this is the closest I can do to C, because the other one is a little too far. That around here, this is the closest I can get to it. So this would be my C. And another trick I can teach you guys is if you guys are trying to make octave jumps, it's just half of the that's a C, and this should be a C but octave lower. Hope you guys found this video informative. Don't forget to check out Virtual Riot's version. I'll have that link down in the description below. He's the original creator of this whole trend as well, so I highly recommend you check out his video as well. And I hope to see you guys in future videos as well. See ya.